Karlaim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, teach well with sincerity, honesty, and integrity. Brothers who's laboring in his truth, putting their life on the line, especially in these times. And you brothers and you very few sisters believe in this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, so Proverbs 15:33. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is the instruction of wisdom. Okay? And before honor is humility. All right, we're going to touch on this briefly. When you're in this thing, man, you know, the Lord put his spirit upon you, and you do your best to rehearse the righteous acts. And that's what we're doing, rehearsing, you know, until the real thing, until the Lord take away this stony heart, and give us those new bodies with the law, statute, commandments embedded within our mind and our heart. All right, which is the lab, same thing in Hebrew. However, man, you see the difference between, it says serve the Lord with truth and sincerity, and that's what we ought to do when we're doing the work. We're not looking looking for vainglory. We're not looking for any to be exalted. What our duty is to exalt Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. And the Lord could have lifted up. The Lord didn't need us. He could have used stones. He could do whatever he want to get his, because he's the omnipotent. He's omnipotent, right? He's the creator, man. So he can do whatever he want. And we ought to serve the Lord and be meek, because remember the meek shall inherit the earth. Not the pride, not the proudful, not the boastful. All right? Because miseries is gonna for those who walk in great pride. So when you're serving the Lord, you're doing this work, you're on the highways and byways, it's a way you ought to conduct yourself. And you should be in a position where, like the scripture says, wisdom and knowledge should be that stability of that time. But we should be applying wisdom and knowledge, because things is turning up. And if we don't apply the things that we've been learning, what's the point? What's the point, man? The scripture says, be a hearer be a doer of this word, not just a hearer. All right? So we're supposed to be wise as serpents, harmless as a dove, a soft word, turn away wrath, right? We're not looking to be in a brawl, and you probably know what I'm alluding to. You already probably know what's going on. And a brother sent a thing through the group chat where that brawl between, those Israelites and those Palestinians just went viral. So we know there's going to be a massive persecution against those who fear the Lord. So now already, the scripture says that make thy ministry not blameless, right? Roughly paraphrasing, and grab all these scriptures. A few scriptures come to my mind as I think about what, and talk about what's going on and how we ought to conduct ourselves. But the scriptures is a great instruction guide and how to like I always say, and how to conduct yourself on a day-to-day. And we're not going to be perfect, but we strive for the masteries, you see. And you can see a lot of these men knowledge puffed up, man. A lot of these men, they're not humble. They're not serving the Lord with a humble, contrite spirit. They don't fear the Lord. Because if they did, they'll apply the scriptures to the best of their ability. We're all in this flesh. We know the flesh has a mind of its own, but like the scripture says, you got to rule your spirit. A man that can't rule their spirit won't be able to. It's a roughly paraphrase, but man. Rough. No, let me get that one since I want to quote that right. Yep, Proverbs 25:28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls, right? So no this no structure, man. No structure. That's what that's going on. It's a city that's broken down, no infrastructure, no structure, no foundation, man. You see? So you have to move in a manner where it's going to be pleasing unto the Lord, because the Lord's eyes are 10,000 brighter than the sun. He sees it all. He knows your heart. He knows your spirit. And there's nothing you can hide from him. And I'm first off talking to myself first and foremost. We got to constantly be in a position of where we're being humble and being merciful, because the Lord showed mercy unto us, so we have to show mercy unto others. Shoot, you know? Yeah, and if the scripture says, if all be at peace, be at peace with all men. You know what I mean? So that's even talking about the heathens. We're not out here looking to and get them to incite them. When we go out there, we preach the word. We prophesy the downfall of America, and we talk about these other nations going into slavery. Absolutely. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. Let your yay be your yay and your nay be your nay. However, we're going to also practice and use wisdom. We know we're not going to go into a hostile environment, where tensions is very high, and start, doing those things. And it's not saying, oh, we're afraid. No, not at all. It's but using your wisdom. Because we know at times tension will be high, but we're not looking for a fight, man. The scripture says to go to the chief place of concourse, man, the marketplace, the agora, and teach. That's it. Yeah, it may go to you may have to go to certain places where that it might get rowdy, but right now, man, you gotta be wise, man. Practice wisdom, man. You know what I mean? Because when you say, okay, I got the Lord with me, now you testing the Lord. You're testing the Lord. Use the wisdom that the Lord. You've seen the scriptures where, the apostles, they got out the way, man. They didn't stay when men wanted to kill them. They didn't stay there like, nah, I got the Lord with me. He ain't gonna none of it, And these were very spiritual men. They knew it was time to, okay, let's go to the next time. You see? Man. So just practice wisdom, man. The spirit and power of Bashim Yahushua. Like Elder Adam always say, man, at the end camp, he always says, be spiritual. Keep it spiritual, man. Move and keep it spiritual, man. Because the day you want to be carnal and try to, please the flesh and be carnal and be carnally minded, remember that's enmity with the Most High, man. All right? So with that, man, I ain't going to hold you. Call on him like Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Be call on him like Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And, yeah, like I said, man, practice wisdom, man. Be humble. Serve the Lord with fear and trembling, man. Do your best to do those things. And make supplication to the Lord. Pray, fast, beg for mercy. All right. So with that, shalom to the whole for life.